Okay, hello everybody. This is Lama Caroline here in Ganchen Malaga, Spain. Yeah. So we're going to continue with the explanation of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing. Yeah. Okay. So first we'll say some preliminary prayers and then we'll carry on. Okay. So you've all got the prayer, no, of NgalSo. Okay. If not, I'll do it for you, and if you like, you can join in. Okay. Namo Guru Pye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Pye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Pye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Triratnaya Sangye Cheda Sogi Chona Hamla Chanchu Badu Dani Kyapsuchi Dagi Jin Sogi Pesona Hanki Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Sangye Cheda Sogi Chona Hamla Chanchu Badu Dani Kyapsuchi Dagi Jin Sogi Pesona Hanki Drula Penchi Sangye Drupasho. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until we achieve awakening. Through the practice of generosity and the other perfections, may we attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. 7 limitless thoughts. Samchen tamche dewa dan dewe gyudan dempa gyuchi. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. So we imagine around us our father, our mother, our friends, our family, all the people in our village, our town, our city, our country. Not only people, also all the animals and the birds and everything like that, yeah? So we're all there, yeah? And so we wish happiness and well-being to everyone in the whole world, okay? Semchen tamche dunyel dan dunyel gi gyudan drawa gyuchi. May all beings be free from pain and suffering and the causes of pain and suffering. Semchen tamche dunyel mepe dewa dami drawa gyuchi. May all beings experience the great happiness that is beyond all misery. Semchen tamchen yerin chadanida trawe tamnyon la nepa gyuchi. May all beings abide in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. Semchen tamche Lusen Gidunele Soshin Trayun Lusen Dewadan Dempagyuchi. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body, pollution, and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. Semchen Tamche NgalSo Tochin China no Chukoyu Danshin Samanegyuchi. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. Semchen tamche danzan bulingi kedo dadan shinagi shide dan dukun dempa gyuchi. May all beings experience inner and world peace now and forever. Tamche du ni sa shida se ma la so hame padan la tiltanya bedurye ran shin jam puhane gyuchi la da mi churpese no shu sham da hani ki troko san chutrin la nane nam ka kwan guhun kya gyuchi. May the ground become free of thorns, may become very smooth like the palm of a child's hand, yeah? May the whole world be filled of human and divine offerings, And like the clouds of offerings of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, may they pervade limitless space. Om Namo Bhagavati Benzasawa Pramadani Tatagataya Ahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tetra Benze Maha Vidya Benze Maha Bodhicitta Benze Maha Bodhi Mantropa Samkramana Benze Sawakama Awarana Bishadana Benze Soha Kuncho Sungi Tempada Sange Danjanchu Sempa Tamche Giji Lada Soni Yonso Zopena Danjempo Danjuki Nampa Dachi Sangi Mikyape Togi Deshin Yutugyuchi. Invocation of Rinpoche and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Malu Samchen Kungi Kungyu Chin Dunde Punje Hemidze Jomzela Nona Malu Yanda Kengyu Pe Chomden Koche Hene Dishe Su. 7-limb prayer. Gosungu pe gone chaselo no shayi trochu pamalu putop mene saditu tam chesha kepa gya wahanam la jiran ko wamato Padule shune drowa chu kihiko loko wadanda shejena janchu chempuno. Mandala offering. Sajipo ki joshi metta trarira lijini de genpadi sange shintu mite buwai rokunanda hashila chupasho idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami. Making request to the lineage gurus, especially Kyabje Trizang Dorje-chan, Losangel wa kungi yeshe ni tri tu dri mehegel tenzin peso Ravdan kyoko gyaso trudungun Trinchen la mehesha blaso wade Om a guru varadara samati gyana sasana dara samudra sibhadra sawasviti hum Om a guru varadara samati gyana sasana dara samudra sibhadra sawasviti hum Om A Guru Vajradhara Samati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasidi. Making prayer request to Rinpoche. Lucho Zampo Palgyuta Shipa Tuchen Tempe Trilayanoda Pegyedro Lozampe Zepachen Palden La Mehesha Blasowade Om Guru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasiti Humo Maguru Madradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasiti Humo Maguru Madradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Kyoni Lama Kyoni Yidan Kyoni Kadrocho Kyonte Dene Zunte Janchio Badu Kyomin Kyase Misowe Didan Badu Chimetaya Tuje Chakyu Sunsola Shishi Jidro Nadro Konso Tengi Drosom Bachuso Kyoni Lama Kyoni Yidan Kyoni Kadrocho Kyonte Dene Zunte Janchio Badu Kyomin Kase Misowe Didan Badu Chimetaya Tuje Chakyu Sunsola Shishi Jidro Nadro Konso Tengi Josan Bachoso, Kyoni Lama, Kyoni Ida, Kyoni Kadro Chukyante, Denezunte Janchu Badu, Kyami Kase Miso, Didan Badu Chimetayan, Tujek Chukyusan Zola, Shishi Trejo Nodro Konso, Tengi Josan Bachoso. You are our Guru, you are our Yidam, you are our Daka and our Dhamma protector. From now until we achieve enlightenment, we seek no other refuge than you. In this life, the Bardo, in all future lives, please hold us with your hook of compassion. Please liberate us from the fears of samsara and nirvana. Grant us all realizations. Be our constant friend and free us from all interferences. Detale son so wata pe tu la me ku su huntu gine namle tutsi ose kama tinga son rindan chi cha june daniki ne son rindan cha patim pale Drishi da shihinanda wan shito kushinto chi lama ni peshi Geshitim Pehejinki Lapagyu. So from Rinpoche and all the Buddha and Bodhisattva in front of us come white, red and blue lights and nectars that dissolve into our crown, throat and heart chakras, freeing us from many blockages, many kinds of mental and physical sicknesses. We receive the four empowerments, the potential to in the future achieve the four Buddha bodies is awakened, yeah? Okay, then for each and every one of us all over the world, imagine a small Rinpoche, like a kind of hologram, rainbow type one, comes to the crown in each and every one of our heads, dissolves through our central channel, and mixes with our subtle mind at our heart, yeah? Okay? Pakyoke kudan dahagilu, pakyoke sundahan dagina, pakyoke tudan dahagiyi, danyameji tujingilo, makyoke kudan dahagilu, makyoke sundahan dagina, makyoke tudan dahagiyi, Danyamechi tu jingialo. Okay, hello everybody. I hope you're all okay. Hope everybody's well. Yeah. So now we're going to continue with the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing commentary, and just to refresh everybody's memory, since maybe I don't know 2 months or something, 3 months we're doing this. Yeah. So why are we going through the practice of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing? Yeah, well, first it's because it's the main meditation practice that Rinpoche showed us for many, many years, and that he really, really wanted us to do. And everything else that he showed us was a kind of like harmonic of this, yeah? So if we understand self-healing, then all the other kinds of Vajrayana Buddhism, Vajrayana is a special part of Mahayana Buddhism, all the rest will become clear, all the rest will become easy, okay? So Rinpoche, in his lifetime, he went all over the world and did this practice everywhere, you know, from shopping centers in Moscow to the most holy places in Tibet to, I don't know, to Assisi, to the Chapel of San Francisco. He went everywhere, all places with positive energy, and he did this practice. Why? Showing us, like, you know, that this was something very, very important for us, you know, like, you know, he totally invested like 40 years of his life, basically, 30 years of his life, yeah, teaching this around the world, yeah. Okay, so this is like our inheritance, yeah, what Rinpoche left to all of us. So Rinpoche requests before he passed away that we practice self-healing in a deeper way, yeah. So in order to do that, we're looking again at the teaching, yeah, and like going in detail, yeah, but not just in a superficial way. So this is why we're doing that, yeah. So what do we hope to achieve by going through the self-healing practice? Well, hopefully we become better people, yeah. We become more balanced, we become happier, we become more peaceful, we learn to deal with our emotions in a better way, yeah. So this would be like the minimum thing we'd wish to get out of doing all this, okay? And then, of course, there's many other higher things, yeah? And Rinpoche La, he said many, many times, this teaching of self-healing is open to everybody in the world. You don't have to be a Buddhist to listen to it or try any of the meditations. He said this teaching of self-healing was like the spiritual supermarket. So anybody could go in the supermarket, go around with their trolley and put whatever parts they liked and try it. So everybody's free to listen and to try whatever they like without any commitment, okay? So, so don't feel, anybody listening to this, if you're not a Buddhist, you don't feel like you need to convert to Buddhism or anything like this, yeah? Also, Rinpoche said this many times, that if people hear this kind of teaching or any other kind of Buddhist teaching, as a result they become, I don't know, a better Christian or a better Hindu or Jewish person or whatever, yeah, or atheist, that's great, that's the result, yeah? If you become a better person as a result, that's success, yeah? So anyway, so Rinpoche's idea was like that, to show in a very open way his Dharma teaching, yeah, his teaching that frees us from suffering, yeah. So this is what we're trying to do. And actually, what I was thinking, yeah, is that one thing that Rinpoche asked us all us, his followers, to do since many years was to do a long retreat on the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing. So that means once we understand the concept of the 5 Father Buddhas, yeah, and how they're the transformation of our 5 negative emotions of ignorance, desire, hatred, materialism, and fear, yeah, and how we can transform them into 5 awakened consciousnesses, which are represented by the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, yeah, and how we can transform our 5 impure elements. Now we have space, wind, fire, earth, and water in the impure state within our body and mind, yeah. But anyway, this we need to make as healthy and as energetic as possible, yeah. So once we understand this concept that we have 5 negative emotions that we need to transform and 5 elements that we need to make stronger and healthier, yeah, then actually Rinpoche requested since many years, actually since 20 years, all of us, that we do a retreat on each one of those 10 principles, yeah, the 5 Father Buddhas. That means transforming fear, materialism, anger, excessive attachment and ignorance, yeah, into the positive minds, which are the kind of, let's say, the like yin yang, the opposite of that, yeah, okay. And how to strengthen and purify the 5 elements in the form of the 5 element mothers, yeah. So it's every year when we used to make the program in Albaniano, every year we'd go there twice a year and say, Rinpoche, what should we do now? And like Lama Michelle and myself and I don't know, Gabriella and Cozy and the people there, we were always making the program with Rinpoche. No? So every year we would like say, oh, Rinpoche, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do the other, okay? And like, oh, we need new things in the center. Every year Rinpoche would say the same. We should do self-healing, yeah? We should do the retreats of the 5 fathers and the 5 mothers, yeah? So to our shame, actually, we never did it, actually. So now actually we need to do it, yeah? We know all the things that Rinpoche told us many times to do, we should really try and do now, okay? So I was thinking like next year, yeah, first we'll explain how to do self-healing, but I thought it'd be nice then we can actually all meditate on the 5 fathers and the 5 mothers, yeah? So since many years, Rinpoche asked us to make, like in detail, like actually 10 sadhanas, and I'm working on that with Sharon, yeah? 10 booklets, so we'll have 10 different little retreats to do. So I was thinking over the course of next year, who likes, we could do that together, yeah? Okay, so that's one thing I was thinking it'd be very nice to do, yeah? And hopefully at the end of next year, we'll all be much better people, yeah? I mean, of course, nobody's obliged to do this. All NgalSo friends and followers are complete free, but if anybody likes to join in, you're extremely welcome, okay? Please do, yeah, okay? So I will be doing this, and anybody who likes to join me, you're very welcome, yeah? So Mahayana idea is we all improve together, yeah? We all, like a big ship or a big boat, we all sort of go in the same direction together, and also we help each other to improve, yeah? So I think that would be a very nice thing for us to do, okay? So this is actually why we're doing this at the moment, talking about the commentary, the explanation of self-healing, okay? So I'm using this book, yeah? This is NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, Rinpoche's most famous book, yeah? This is the 2nd edition in English, yeah? If you don't have a copy, I'm sure you can get one from the Albaniano online shop if you like, yeah? The prayers I say at the beginning, I'm sure if you look on our NgalSo.org website, you can download them for free. And also there's a very beautiful MP4 of Rinpoche doing the practice, the whole self-healing practice there if you like to see, no? If you like to do together, okay? So we're doing this because we want to become better people, yeah? We want to become more peaceful, kinder, and develop in many, many different ways. Why? Because humanity needs better people in the world, yeah? Okay? And everybody actually has good qualities, but it would be nice if there were more people with better qualities, yeah? So we want to go on this journey together to help society, yeah? By becoming better people, yeah? So where were we? Okay. So in this book we were, in this book we're here, no? This start of the second main section. It says Tantric Self-Healing of Body and Mind. Method to create the pure crystal energy form of light and nectar to achieve enlightenment, or actually awakening, okay? So to get there, we need to do a few things. So there's a long path. We need to, a long series of personal transformations we need to do. But it doesn't matter if it's long or not. The main thing is that we're all going in the right direction. Yeah? As long as we're not going backwards, it's fine. I mean, nobody knows how long it'll take them to become awakened, yeah, okay? But it doesn't matter as long as we're all going forwards, yeah? Okay. So anyway, so it says, request to receive the blessings of all gurus, yidams, buddhas, bodhisattvas, hearers, dakinis, dharma protectors to grant swift attainments of sutra and tantra, yeah? So basically, we're cheating, yeah? We want all the buddhas to help us, to bless us, yeah? So it's easier, yeah? Because just for us, we all want to change, yeah? We want to evolve, but we ask the buddhas to send their inspiring energy to make it a lot easier. So we're uplifted by their positive vibrations, their positive thoughts, their positive energy. So it's a lot easier than trying to, as we say in English, pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps, yeah? Okay. So much easier to go together with the high holy beings, okay? So this is where we got to, yeah? Okay, so I read this last time. I just read this. It's actually, on page 62, if translators, okay? There's what's called a nedun. Yeah? Nedun in Tibetan means a meditation going through all the essential points of the path. Yeah. So all mystical traditions, like Hinduism, Christianity, Judaism, etc., they all have people who have incredible mystical experiences. Okay. Also Sufis, everybody, okay. But the point is, how do you get them? Yeah. Yeah. Because, for example, we read all these incredible experiences, don't we? I don't know, Santa Teresa of Avila, or I don't know who, incredible saints and masters, yeah, San Francisco, all these people. But it's not obvious how they achieve their realization. So one thing very good about Buddhism, it explains from A to Z exactly all the steps clearly, how to change yourself from a normal miserable person, into a high holy being, a mystic, yeah, somebody with great capacity to benefit others, yeah, okay. So and this nedun, this scanning meditation, is in a very short way explaining all the stages that we need to go through, yeah, to change our minds, yeah, okay. So Lama Ganchen, yeah, okay. He always carried around with him 2 Tibetan prayer books, yeah, wrapped up in silk covers, yeah, and inside one of them there was this meditation, yeah, short way, this scanning meditation of the stages of the path, yeah. So I was thinking about this before I start streaming now. So he himself, he didn't need it, but I think he left all these things there for us, kind of like Da Vinci Code, as a message for all of us. It's so important, and just in case it wasn't clear, it's written in Western languages in the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing too, right? Rinpoche took out all the things that he considered most important of his Tibetan Buddhist tradition and put in this new modern, let's say, format, so it's easier for us to practice, okay? So it says, so please Lama Vajradhara Kyan, okay? So we see the Guru in the form of Vajradhara, okay? Vajradhara is the tantric aspect of Buddha Shakyamuni, okay? There's Buddha Shakyamuni above my head. Vajradhara is the tantric aspect. That means showing the highest form of personal integration and full personal development, okay? Yeah. Then it says, please, my precious Lama healer, bless me to develop friendship, faith, and respect for you, the root of all attainments. Yeah, okay. So this is actually the sort of like this little book that Rinpoche had, this Nadan, this scanning meditation. Rinpoche actually just like told me in English, and I just wrote down. Okay. So actually, in the West, yeah, and in the modern society, many times when we explain like the spiritual path, actually the thing of the spiritual guru, we actually put much further on, because for modern people to connect with a spiritual teacher is not so easy. Now, it's not part of many modern people's cultures, yeah, but this is a direct translation from Tibetan, okay? So it says, please, my precious guru, precious Lama healer, bless me to develop friendship, faith, and respect for you. So Rinpoche, he always used to say, yeah, that he saw many people that, you know, they went to, let's say, shopping in the spiritual supermarket, in the guru supermarket, in a very indiscriminate way, and anybody they thought was like kind of interesting or exciting or Tibetan, they would like ask them to be their gurus. Yeah, and at first they were like kind of Superman or something, yeah. But then gradually, as Rinpoche said, most people, they start off with the guru there, but then gradually the esteem goes down until the esteem is on the top of the, Rinpoche used to say chapel, that's Indian like flip-flops, yeah. So he said, definitely we shouldn't relate to a spiritual teacher like this. He said, A, you should not jump into that kind of relationship, yeah. And B, if you do, it's like very serious, yeah, okay. Yeah, like gurus are for life, you can't give them back, you know, this kind of thing. Yeah, so it's not a relationship you should jump into. Yeah, so why do we have like spiritual teachers, spiritual instructors? Well, because in anything in life that's worth doing, we need somebody, usually, to teach us how to do it. No? For example, if I want to learn how to play a soprano saxophone, yeah, actually I can only do so much watching YouTube, yeah, and reading a book. Finally, I'm going to have to get a teacher to show me how to play a saxophone, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to be rubbish at it. And the same if I want to learn so many different things in life. You need somebody to help you, to show you, no? So to drive a car, most people, they need a driving instructor. To play a saxophone, you need a saxophone teacher. Almost everything, no? Almost everything, you know, that's kind of worthwhile. I don't know if you want to be a doctor, you need somebody to teach you how to be a doctor. So, of course, if we want to fully develop our personality, yeah, become a better person, a whole integrated awakened person, then we need somebody who's already gone through the process themselves, no? So therefore we need a spiritual instructor, yeah, okay. And Rinpoche, here in our tradition, we emphasize like not just Lama but Lama healer, so emphasizing towards the healing aspect of all these kind of meditations and so on, yeah, okay. So Rinpoche always said, okay, he always said to everybody, at least let's be friends, you know. Like he never like insist that people should have this traditional view of him or anything like that, but he said minimum like is to have a positive view, like a friendship towards the spiritual instructor, and not have a kind of bad feeling towards them, of course, yeah, okay. You know, so that's, you know, of course, no, even if you go in a university, you know, for example, if you listen to a university lecturer, if you have a good feeling towards them, a positive feeling, then the whole process of what you learn is much better. And we're not talking just about learning like intellectual knowledge or something like that. We're learning about so many different things to transform our body, our mind, our personality, and much deeper things, okay. So therefore, okay, so the Tibetan texts, they always start emphasizing that to develop, let's say, at least friendship, yeah, towards the Lama healer is very important, okay. Then it says, okay, bless me to quickly realize the preciousness of my human life and impermanence, yeah? So, none of us know how long we're going to live for, yeah? And okay, and you might, and this, when they say about the preciousness of our human life, what do they mean, yeah? So actually what they mean in the Buddhist text is to do something meaningful with your life, yeah, okay? So of course, there's many people in the world who are doing really good things, yeah, that we rejoice in, yeah? People I don't know, working in the third world, or I don't know, like for example now people working on a vaccine for the coronavirus. I don't know, so many incredible people working all over the world to benefit society, to improve healthcare, education, and alleviate suffering. So there's many people in many, many different fields doing good things, yeah? However, specifically, on top of that, let's say, which all that we rejoice in, of course, yeah? But specifically, when we, from the Tibetan Buddhist point of view, when we say somebody has a precious human life, it means that they're using their life in order to grow as a person, yeah? Okay, to evolve spiritually, yeah? So we need to realize that that we have this opportunity. So actually, to have a precious human life is not enough just to be a human being, for example, yeah, and even have access to healthcare, and education and these kinds of things. But it's on top to have the ability to grow spiritually. Okay. So, if we, for example, from our Tibetan Buddhist Vajrayana point of view, if we in the NgalSo tradition, who met a spiritual teacher, we received all the teachings, yeah, we have this incredible opportunity to transform ourselves. Now, in the ancient Buddhist texts, they say the chance of that happening is less than a meteorite. Basically, they say it's less than a meteorite falling on your head, yeah? Okay, it does happen sometimes, but it's pretty rare, yeah? So in the ancient Buddhist texts, they say, imagine there's a blind turtle that swims on the bottom of the ocean. It obviously has like very big lungs, this turtle, because it only comes up to the surface once every 100 years. So it has like a huge breathing capacity. But anyway, this blind turtle is swimming on the bottom of the ocean, and every 100 years it comes up to the surface of the ocean to take some air, yeah? And on the sea is floating one golden ring, like kind of like a life ring, yeah? Okay. So this golden ring is floating amongst the 7 oceans of the world. So it says the chance of the blind turtle coming up once every 100 years and putting its head through the golden ring is the chance of us getting the chance that we actually have now, yeah? So it's incredibly rare. It's more rare than winning El Gordo, the national lottery of Spain, or any other kind of lottery, yeah? So we're all winners, yeah? Because we all got this incredible opportunity to improve ourselves, yeah? So anyway, so we got this incredible chance, but first we have to realize that, because most people, if you said to them, would you rather win El Gordo national lottery, or would you get the chance to practice like for the rest of your life the NgalSo teachings, most people would probably say, if they were in our sangha, okay, I'd rather do the teachings, but probably deeply they think I'd rather win the El Gordo lottery, yeah? But so we have to appreciate, like, what incredible opportunity we got, yeah? Like, so difficult to find, yeah? Okay. So first thing is to appreciate like how lucky we are, so incredible lucky, and also feel like happy about that actually, and then think, oh, I have such an incredible opportunity, now I should use it, yeah? So then, okay, so first is to recognize that, and the second one is this, yeah? We don't know how long we've got left, yeah? Okay, of course, nobody knows. But if you really think, oh, I have this incredible chance, yeah, to develop myself, then we might think, oh, I'm 30 or 40 or 50 or 80 or 90 or however old I am. How much time have I got left, yeah? Better use my time positively, yeah? So again, this is something that most of us never do, isn't it? Because it's not something we really want to focus on, no? Anyway, so this we need to think about, yeah? We don't know how much time we've got yet left, but at least we should try and use this in a positive way, yeah? And of course, there's many, many positive things we should do in our life. And from morning to night, actually, when we get up, we should be kind, we should be nice, we should help our neighbors, we should try and recycle, we should help the planet, we should do everything we can to be a good person, yeah? But then, if we've entered into the NgalSo Dharma teachings, we should also use our time in order to grow, to evolve, yeah? Okay, so this looks a bit like one of those medieval paintings, isn't it, yeah? Okay, they actually had these actually in the ancient India as well, yeah? Before they had like clocks, yeah, they used to use like this kind of thing with sand or with water to measure the time, yeah? Okay, so tick, 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 or the sand is running down, we don't know how much time we've got. This is not to make us anxious, yeah, but just to make us aware that time is going and time is precious, yeah? Okay, so we shouldn't waste it on stupid things. Okay, we might want to waste a little bit to relax our minds, but not too much, yeah? We need to do good things with our life, okay? Okay. Rinpoche, actually, he had one of these in his house in Albagnano, a big one, and we always said to him, he had many people coming to see him all the time, and we always said, Rinpoche, you should put that, and then maybe it was, I don't know, like a 20, this is 5 minutes now, you had a 20-minute one, then you should put that, and when after 20 minutes you say, okay, now I'm busy, but of course he never did, it was too kind, then many people would come all day, all night, but we actually, somebody actually got him one, so then it could say to people, okay, now is enough, but then of course he just put it on the shelf, and whatever time people needed, it was okay, he was always available for everybody, but he used his time super well, so we should do the same and use our time to help others, okay? That's what Rinpoche definitely showed us very clearly, didn't he, Don't waste all your time watching Netflix, and whatever else other things that we waste our time, I don't know, reading Hello magazine or whatever wasteful things we do with our precious human life, okay? Let's try and use it positively, and also, by the way, another thing about time, okay? You might think, oh, I don't know, I'm 85 years old, I just starting to hear about the Dharma, or I'm 50 or whatever. Maybe it's too late for me. This isn't not how we think in Buddhism, For example, there was there's many stories in our Buddhist tradition of very old people who entered into the Dharma, and then I'll tell you the story of one. He was called Tantipa, he was an Indian weaver, so all his life he was working hard as a weaver, they have those weaving frames, like handmade weaving, So when he retired, all his life he was working to support his family and then his grandchildren and all this. And then when he retired, his children very kindly put him out in a shed in the garden because they thought he was a waste of space, just taking up time and resources, So they said, okay, we'll take the house, you go and stay in a shed in the garden. So then he was sat in the garden feeling miserable, And then he heard one person coming by singing, and he looked out the window, And he saw one yogi, And so he said, oh, you look happy. Why do you look happy? And the yogi said, because I'm using my precious human life in the best way. So then he explained to Tantipa how to improve his life, How to develop empathy, equanimity, love, compassion, and how to develop inner peace, So then Tantipa stayed in his garden shed, and meditated, and then he achieved all kinds of incredible spiritual realizations and achieved awakening, became a Buddha, All while his children had taken over the house and were ignoring him, So it's never too late, okay? And there's many stories like this, And on many of our older Buddhist monks, like, for example, Lama Caroline, who we had in Milan, and many others, you see them even till the last days of their life, like Lama Caroline, to the last hours of his life was working for others, helping others, and they're still listening to the teachings. Why? Because they're thinking, I need this. And also, of course, we have a longer term vision of reality, We don't have this idea that death, everything is the end, okay? So they're going on even to their last days, trying to fill their mind with positive thoughts. And of course, even one might say, we don't know actually what will happen at death, although this is a debatable subject, because we might say, actually, we do know, because many yogis and masters like Rinpoche, they know exactly what will happen. And for example, Rinpoche now has shown us that actually that physical death is not the end, He's showing to us very clearly, okay? But even, let's say, even for atheist people, even if you believe that death is the end, but even so, to the last moment, we should try and be happy and peaceful, and have a good feeling and be kind. So anyway, we should try and develop our mind, try and develop the positive side of experience. So anyway, we don't know how much time we've got, but whatever much it is, let's try and use it in the best way, and that means the happiest way, the most positive way possible, okay? So let's not get distracted with useless things, okay? So that's the first thing. It says, so let me appreciate I have a precious human life, Let me recognize impermanence, and death and in transformation. So one day I will die, So Rinpoche, I think he gave us this massive lesson for all of us in our Sangha this year, indelibly marked on our minds now, So I think this part we got now, Actually, we do have a precious human life, but we don't know how long it will last. And even Buddha died, Jesus died, Krishna died, Rinpoche died. We will die too, yeah? But before that, we need to spend as much time as we can practicing the Buddha Dharma, yeah? Okay? Doing something for others, improving the environment, improving society, okay? Then we can say, on our last days, my life was well spent, yeah, and feel satisfied. Because nobody at the last days thinks, well, I wish I'd done more work, or I wish I'd paid more taxes. They all, there's like books now, like the 5 main regrets of the dying, and most of them are like, oh, I wish I'd spent more time being kind to people, yeah, this kind of stuff, yeah. So we should, try and make sure we don't have any regrets in the last moment, yeah, okay. So death and transformation. So, like I say, according to our Vajrayana tradition, we don't believe that death is the extinction of consciousness, and that when the physical body dies, that's it, and the consciousness is totally extinguished, yeah? So why do we think like this? Why? Because we have like the experience of many, many great yogis and masters throughout the ages telling us so, and also, like, for example, Rinpoche a few months ago showing us so, yeah? And like actually nowadays in the modern times, now we have all these people with near-death experiences. Very interesting, no? I don't know if you've ever read any of these, but people of all different backgrounds and cultures and spiritual traditions, they all say similar things, like, I've told this story many times now, but for example, one time we were doing a course in England, in southern England, in a place called Gaunt's House, which is near Stonehenge, yeah? And one lady came, and she came to the course because she'd had a near-death experience. Okay, it's one English lady, and she wanted to understand what had happened. Yeah. So what had happened to this lady was she had an abdominal operation, and during the operation she died, in the sense that her heart stopped and her breathing stopped, and then the doctors had to reanimate her. Yeah. So she came to see Rinpoche, and of course I was there and listening to what she said. So it's very interesting. So this ordinary English lady, no experience of Buddhism, but she saw, Tibetan Lama coming to Gaunt's house, course on death and dying and all this. So she came to try and figure out what had happened to her. So she said that what she remembered of her dying was like this, that first she saw like a very brilliant, like kind of red light, a bit like this, something like this. She said it was like looking into a foundry, okay, where they melt metal, and then it got brighter and brighter and became like a very bright white light, yeah, and then it became like a tunnel, okay. But then she said, so she felt compelled to go into this white light, yeah. But then she said, like the I don't know if you have this cartoon in your country, but like the Roadrunner cartoon. The Roadrunner there's a bird, a roadrunner, and a coyote chasing after it. So then she went like, ee! And she went like this, yeah. She said, if I go into that bright light, I will never come back. I can't come back. So then she chose not to, and then she kind of fell asleep, let's say, and then she was gradually revived and came back to this life, yeah. So what I found interesting is this is exactly what they say in the Buddhist teachings, this kind of inner experience, okay? And I said to her, have you ever read a book on Buddhism or seen anything on the TV? She said, no, this is the first time, yeah? This is why I've come, but I want to know what happened to me, yeah? So not just her, I heard many, many people like coming to speak to Rinpoche with these kinds of experiences, not yogis and masters and sadhu and saint, these kind of people, but ordinary, like housewife and ordinary men, women, yeah, from in different societies around the world, okay? Anyway, there is much more to life and death than we choose to think about in the modern materialistic world, okay? So let's say if death is not the end, yeah? Let's say if it wasn't the end, yeah? That would mean something would happen after death, right, yeah? So what would happen? So the Buddhist teachings say what will happen depends on your own mind, your own experience, yeah? So we are the creators of our own experience, like nobody else is doing anything to us, yeah? So if we put a lot of negativity into our own mind, then after death our mind will project reality in a negative state. If we create a lot of peace and happiness and kindness into our own mind, then that's what our mind will project, yeah? Okay, so this is basically how it works, yeah? So in Buddhism, we talk about something called the 6 realms of existence, yeah? Let me show you a picture. Let me find you a picture here. Okay, so we have this, let me have a look here. We have this very famous Buddhist image. It's called in the West, we call it the Wheel of Life. In Tibetan, it's called the Sipaho, yeah, which means something like the map of existence. So basically, it's a mirror, and it's death is holding this mirror, okay? And you're looking into the mirror, and you're looking into yourself, actually, yeah? And, okay, and it's showing what we call the 6 realms of existence, yeah? So what's in there? Let me see if I can find a picture. Anyway, if not, you can look on Google, yeah, okay? Just put 6 realms of existence, yeah? Very famous picture. This picture, by the way, was actually created by the historical Buddha Shakyamuni, yeah? There was one king called Bimbisara, yeah? And he had another friend, I think it's called Bimbisara, and he had another king friend, and they always used to send each other a birthday present, yeah? So this had been going on for years, and then again, it was the other king's birthday, and Bimbisara was saying to Shakyamuni, the Buddha, yeah, he was a friend, yeah, okay? He was saying, what can I give King whoever this year? I've given him an elephant, I've given him jewels, I've given him a feathered hat, I've given him a cape, I've given him dancing girls, I've given him everything. What can I give him this year? And the Buddha said, no problem, I know what you can give him. And he said, call me an artist and I'll tell you what you can give him for a birthday present. So then the Buddha gave the instruction to the artist, and let me see if I can find a picture, yeah? And he said, draw this. So what the picture was a picture called the Wheel of Life, which shows 6 states of existence in a mirror, yeah? So what are these 6 states? And underneath it said, there was a message saying, just like an elephant can destroy a grass hut, it's not that difficult to get out of samsara, yeah, okay? So what are these 6 states of existence? Okay, so the 3 happy states of existence and 3 unhappy states of existence, yeah? Now, generally, in the ancient Buddhist teachings, they're considered to be places that we go to after death, yeah? But Rinpoche, he said, according to his point of view, there were experiences that we experience like every day, yeah? Here and now in everyday life, yeah? So what are they, yeah? So the happy states are godlike state, asura, which means the sunless one, like, yeah, and a human, yeah, okay. The 3 happy states are to be a human, to be like a god, yeah, and to be an asura, which means somebody without any sun, yeah, kind of jealous person, yeah, okay. And the 3 lower states is to be an animal, to be like an animal, to be like a ghost, and to be in a state like being in hell, okay. So in the Mahayana teachings and in the Theravada teachings, they talk a lot about like how if after death we wish to avoid going to the unhappy states of existence, yeah, okay. So we wish to not be a basic kind of person, yeah, okay. Like for example, how to say, like, what would it be like to be like in an animal state? So it'd be like having a basic kind of existence, no? So I'm not talking, many people, they find this difficult in Buddhism, this idea that, oh, maybe I could be reborn as, I don't know, as a grasshopper or as a snake or something, yeah? Okay, so it does say those kind of things in the Buddhist teachings, but again, Rinpoche, he said, actually, what this actually means is that we shouldn't have a kind of life like an animal within a human being, yeah? Okay, we need to interpret these archetypes in terms of our own experience, okay? So what would it mean to have a life like an animal? Or just have like a basic life, no? Okay, like just concerned with the actual necessity of life. I don't know, like having enough food, having enough money, very, very basic things like having your nest, like having your house, yeah? So like there's many people there, for whatever reason, actually, many times very unfortunate reasons, their whole life is preoccupied just with having a roof over their head, having enough money, having enough food to eat, okay? And also, not only that, having fear, yeah, and being exploited and persecuted by others. So there's many people in this world like this, yeah, and also suffering heat and cold and having an uncomfortable state of existence, yeah. So that would be having like a basic animal state of existence, okay? So definitely we don't want that either after death or even right now in this life, yeah? The second lower state that we don't want is to be like a kind of preta. Preta means like a kind of ghostly state, okay? So actually, what a praetor means in modern terms, let's say psychologically, a praetor is like somebody who's addicted, okay? So the like image of a praetor is somebody that whatever they eat or they drink is like causing them, they can never get enough, yeah? First, they can never get enough, yeah? And they're tormented by that, by the craving, yeah? And the second is even if they can eat or drink, it hurts them, yeah, okay? So this is a symbol of the state of addiction, yeah, okay? So unfortunately, there's many people who are addicted to not only substances, no, but addicted to many kinds of negative behavior. So it's that kind of psychology, yeah. So also that kind of negative state we don't wish to experience, yeah. Okay. Then the third one is the Narak state, okay, the hell, okay. So Rinpoche himself, he always said, I don't believe in hell, is what he actually said, yeah, okay, just for your information, what he actually said, yeah, he's, but anyway, but he said, okay, but we can have something like hell, for example, if somebody is in, I don't know, in a war zone, yeah, or experiencing extreme, like, physical suffering, maybe they have, like, a horrible disease, yeah, or, like, a huge emotional conflict. It could be like being in a hellish state, yeah, okay? So these kind of states we want to avoid, yeah, okay? Like having a basic life or having an addicted life or having incredible physical or mental suffering, yeah, okay? So how do we avoid having these experiences, yeah, okay? So then the next part of the thing starts to talk about karma, our actions, okay? Just look at the line prayer of the line meditation of the Lam Rim. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so it says, may I realize the suffering of the low states of consciousness, yeah? So basically, but as soon as we're aware that we could possibly experience a very basic kind of life or an addicted state of consciousness or pain and suffering, nobody would really want that, no? Okay? But how to avoid it, yeah? Because this is our problem, isn't it? All the time we seek happiness, yeah? Everybody in the world seeks happiness. But many times we do things seeking happiness and well-being that actually the causes of unhappiness and disagio, like then make us feel, actually we create the causes to be stressed, tired and anxious, yeah? Not because we wish to be like that, but just because we don't know how things work, yeah? Okay? So the next step is if we realize that actually it's quite possible we could experience, I don't know, like a very basic life, a very unsatisfactory life, or an addicted life, or a very depressed life, a very dark life, yeah, or a very, very painful life, how to avoid this, okay? So then it says we should take refuge in the 3 jewels and we should live according to the laws of karma. So what does this mean, yeah? So in Buddhism, we talk about the kunshog sum. That means the 3 precious things. That's Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So why do we consider that the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha are the most precious things, more precious than a big pile of diamonds or anything like that, yeah? Well, when we talk about Buddha, okay, for example, above my head here, this is an image of the historical Buddha, okay? And we have in the idea of Buddhism, we have not just one Buddha, we have thousands and millions of people who achieved awakening in history, yeah? Many men, many women achieved that, yeah? So we have many Buddhas, yeah? So we have the outer Buddhas that we respect, yeah? And ask for their help. But let's say also, very importantly, we have the inner Buddha. So what's the inner Buddha? This is our own Buddha nature. So deeply, we're all pure. Let's say we're born pure, and our deep state is like very, very, how do you say, we're all extremely good, extremely pure, extremely positive on the deepest level. But somehow, through ignorance, through wrong behavior, yeah, through mistakes, through negative influence in society, we forgot, and our pure inner nature has been covered by all kinds of mistakes and errors, yeah. So now we live in a much lower level than actually we should be doing, yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is recover our inner Buddha nature. Okay, from the point of view of Buddhist philosophy, we say our Buddha nature is the emptiness of our mind, okay, on the subtle level, yeah, the capacity for us to grow and to change, yeah. Relatively, we can say that we're fundamentally good and pure and clean inside, okay, which is a very, very affirming life view, yeah, okay. So why do we need to take refuge in our inner Buddha, yeah? Because we need to believe that we can become a pure and good person, okay? If we don't believe it's possible, then why should we bother trying to change ourselves, yeah? And okay, this is a big like blockage for a lot of modern people, because many people have low self-esteem, yeah, okay, and have like absorbed many kinds of ideas culturally and socially and for whatever reason about themselves, that they feel, oh, I'm not good enough to do that. I will never be completely peaceful. I'll never be completely kind. And we have these ideas like, oh, I'm a nervous person. I'm an angry person. That's how I am and stuff like this, yeah. But what we don't realize is that's just like a kind of temporary manifestation of ourself. That's not the real us. Yeah, the real us, let's say, yeah, the real us in the relative sense is this profound purity and goodness, our Buddha nature within our subtle mind. Yeah, okay, yeah. And on the absolute level, it's the emptiness of our mind. So we have the potential to grow into that. Yeah. So we need to believe in ourselves. Yeah, we need to believe I can become a really, really good, pure, and positive person. Yeah, okay. So that means taking refuge in our Buddha nature, yeah? So it's like for anything, for example, yeah? For example, if we didn't, for example, like when we're young enough, we want to learn to drive. If we don't believe it's ever possible for us to learn to drive, then there's no way we will go to a driving school and learn to drive, is there? We have to have at least the idea that it's possible, yeah? Okay. So, fortunately, there are still people with great spiritual realizations in this world who are awakened, yeah, because the word Buddha in Sanskrit means a person with an awakened mind, a mind who sees reality clearly, who sees things as they are, yeah. Because our problem is that we see things as they are not, yeah, because our brain, our perceptual system has something wrong with it. We perceive reality wrongly. So just from this come all kinds of emotional mistakes and errors, yeah, and interpersonal sufferings and so on, yeah. However, there are people who've, let's say, fixed their own mind, yeah, okay, who've achieved Buddhahood, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, there's many people like that still in the world, so we can see it's possible, okay. And also, we ourselves can achieve that, and all we have to do is put the right, let's say, peace education, non-formal education, as Rinpoche used to call it, into practice, yeah, okay. So there's a clear way to transform our mind, yeah, okay. So first, we take refuge in our inner Buddha nature. That means I believe I can achieve, I can become a much better person. Even one day I can become awakened, yeah, awakened from the dream of ignorance, yeah. I can see things properly, yeah. I can become somebody who's really capable of taking care of others and society on many, many different levels, yeah. So we have to believe in ourselves, yeah, okay, on many, many different levels to take refuge in the Buddha, yeah, okay. Taking refuge in the Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word, so it means what supports us emotionally, what stops us from suffering. So there's many, many different kinds of Dharma. We have 84,000 kinds of Dharma. Why? Because we have 84,000 kinds of problems, yeah? As Rinpoche said, little difficulties, yeah? Okay? So, outer Dharma, okay, for example, like Christians have Bibles, we have like books like this, Self-Healing, and not just this, many, many others. This is a symbol of the Dharma teachings, but what the Dharma teaching really is something inside of ourselves. So we need to take refuge in our inner Dharma experience, yeah? So all of us now have some peace, some kindness, some generosity, some, many good qualities actually, but they need to improve and grow and grow and grow, yeah? So for example, every time we have a difficulty and we're patient instead of getting nervous, that's Dharma, okay? Every time we're kind to somebody, that's Dharma. Every time we understand like impermanence, like the seasons, change, that's Dharma. Everything that makes us a better person, yeah, in whatever way, that's Dharma, yeah? So we talk about having Dharma jewels, a treasury of Dharma jewels. So this we need to develop and have like, okay, maybe now we only have a few Dharma jewels, but we have like a huge treasury that we need to fill with all kinds of inner good qualities. And the thing is, we can do it, yeah? It's not impossible for any one of us, yeah? Why? Because none of us have a fixed personality. So, of course, all of us have some personal defects and bad habit, but we can change them, yeah? Why? Because we're not fixed, yeah? We don't have a fixed essence, yeah? Okay? And this is also what the scientists say these days, you know? Like scientists who study, like, perceptual psychology and the brain, yeah? That our fixed personality, our fixed sense of self is a mental fantasy, it's a projection, yeah? So that's not just the Buddhist mystics saying that, that's scientists saying it, okay? So there's no reason why we cannot change if we want to, yeah? So anyway, so for many years in our life, we've followed like habits that have not brought complete happiness and well-being to ourselves, yeah? There's always something wrong all the time, yeah? Okay? So why not try and do something that brings happiness and well-being and put the mind in the positive direction, yeah? So Rinpoche always used to say it was something like, I don't know, like here's a wheel, okay? So it's like our mind is going like in this direction, yeah? Let's say, and anti-direction, it's churning out suffering, yeah? All the time it's like a cog, yeah? And it's turning and it's producing suffering and illness and unhappiness, yeah? So what we need to do is first like slow it down, yeah? It's every day or every time one less negative thing, or every time one more positive thing, yeah? Gradually change our habits, yeah? And then what we need to do is gradually get it to go in the other direction. So at first, okay, maybe it takes a little effort now to change the direction, but then because the mind is an interdependence arising, we just make it go in the other way and churn out happiness and well-being and goodness, okay? So that's completely possible for all of us, okay? So why not, yeah? We tried this one so much, yeah? We know this one very well, and none of us are satisfied. We all want our money back, yeah? So let's try this other way instead. We never really tried that one. So let's try this one anyway. It's free, why not? Yeah, okay. Let's try and become peaceful and kinder and better people, okay? Okay, so we need to develop more Dharma realizations, okay? And all of us are capable of doing that. All of us are good enough to do that, yeah? So this is what we call the Dharma teachings, the Buddhist teachings are how to transform ourselves into the better kind of person and make our mind churn out positive experiences, yeah, for the benefit of ourselves and others, yeah, okay? And so that's what we're doing when we say, I'm a Buddhist. We're directing our mind in a positive way, okay? Okay, so we need to take refuge in the outer Dharma and especially in the inner Dharma, yeah? The third thing we need to take refuge in is the Sangha. Yeah, okay, so Sangha is spiritual community. Okay, so technically, Sangha means people who have understood reality, yeah? The only trouble is, okay, some of them we know who they are, of course, yeah, great masters and so on, but some of them we don't know who they are. So anyway, to be on the safe side, we should regard everybody in our spiritual community as being a Sangha jewel, yeah, somebody actually can help and guide us in some way. Let's say at least we need to have a positive view of our spiritual group, yeah. So let's say in a very ordinary way, but this is, I think, a helpful way of saying things, yeah. All of us are addicted to suffering, yeah. Okay, when we are, it's true, yeah. Because all the time we do things that are bad for us and we can't help it, yeah? It's true. Like, for example, people who are addicted to chocolate, they think, oh, if I eat this, I'll get fat and all this, but they can't help it. They still keep on eating it, you know, and then they feel bad. Or people who drink lots of alcohol, they think, oh, I shouldn't do it, but then they drink it and then they feel bad and so on. And like this, many different kinds of behavior, you know? We are addicted to all kinds of physical and mental suffering. We think, I shouldn't do it, but we do it now. You know, we're addicts of samsara, yeah? Again and again and again, following like these unhelpful emotional patterns that bring unhappiness to ourselves and others, yeah? So, like Alcoholics Anonymous, you need a support group, okay? And we need a therapist who's somebody who's like an ex-addict, no? So this is exactly what we mean by Sangha jewel, okay? We need people who are either out of suffering, yeah, who understand reality, or are very much on the way, yeah, who can be examples to us and guide us on the right way, how to do, no? Not only like the guru, but also our spiritual community, yeah? So it's like our support group, yeah? So we don't have like a 12-step program. We have, I don't know, like 108-step program or something like that, yeah? Okay? Many steps to get us out of suffering, yeah? But it's true, we do need our Sangha, yeah? And for example, this is why we're having a lot of these like Now, most of us, like, we're not able to move around so much at the moment. So normally we'd be gathering together in our centers around the world, okay, our NgalSo centers, yeah. But for many people at the moment, because of the pandemic, it's not so easy. Yeah? So that's why we've opened a lot of these like virtual gompas and virtual groups. So anyway, we can support each other. Like, obviously, when, for example, Lama Michelle or myself or other people are teaching on YouTube, it's just like teaching, like a monologue, yeah. But we also have many Zoom groups where we can interact and support each other. So if anybody's interested and you'd like to join one of our Zoom groups, of our Sangha groups, which are in many of our Sangha groups around the world, if you get in touch with ngalso.org, with our website, yeah, okay, then for sure somebody will direct you to the right place if you're interested, yeah. Or if not, of course, if you're any other Buddhist group or any other positive group, if you like, please feel free, yeah, okay. But if you like to participate in any of our groups, you're very welcome, okay. Anyway, so we need Sangha, yeah, okay. So first we go to the Sangha, yeah, to the Dharma group. Most people go because they're not feeling so happy. They want to find peace because they're stressed, they're anxious, they're nervous, yeah, they're depressed, yeah, they have personal problems. Life is horrible, yeah. And then gradually, as we integrate the Dharma teachings about peace, inner peace, meditation, being kind to others, gradually life gets better. We develop more inner light, yeah. So whatever inner light we have, we should share with other people, yeah, okay. Okay, maybe we don't have 100% light, but okay, maybe we have 10% light. So our 10% light we should share with all the people around us. If we have 20% light, we should share our 20% light, and so on, yeah. Actually, in this book, this is the Spanish version. Let me get the English version. This is called Guide to the Good Thought Supermarket by Rinpoche, yeah. So this is like the next book on from the Self-Healing 2. So this is talking very much about these stages of the spiritual path, yeah. Okay, so this book he put like it was like the sun rising, okay. So each chapter is like first light, second light, third light, yeah, like the sun rising until up to midday, yeah. So we become gradually full of inner light, yeah, and all the darkness goes away from our mind, yeah, okay. So we need to share whatever light we have with anybody around us that might be interested, yeah, okay, without obviously without pushing it on people, yeah. But anyway, we can share our light by helping them, yeah. So that's very important, yeah, okay. So anyway, so we should take refuge in the three jewels, yeah, okay. Why? This in the traditional Lamrim teachings, they say out of fear and faith. Fear, why? Because we fear dying and going to having a horrible experience, yeah, okay. But Rinpoche said, never mind about that. You're having a horrible experience now, so start now, yeah. And he said, all this stuff, no need to think about these things, yeah. He said, anyway, if you practice the Dharma, anyway, what happens after death will be okay, So no need to be afraid of these things so much, yeah. But if you want to be afraid of something, be afraid of the things you can see in the world now, like people who are having horrible suffering in war zones or starving, yeah, or people who have mental illness, yeah, or are so poor, they have to spend maybe they earn $1 a week or something, yeah. Be afraid of all those kind of things in the world. Try and do something about it, yeah. Yeah. So Rinpoche always talked like that, So out of fear and faith, yeah, we should take refuge in the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Why? Faith means what? Yeah, it means for example, I said, if you want to become a doctor, you need to go to university, yeah. So it's a 7-year course. So you need to have faith that if you do a 7-year course on medicine, at the end, if you do it all, you'll become a doctor, yeah. Otherwise, you won't bother, yeah. So we need to have faith in our own human potential, that if we do all the right things, like we become peaceful, if we become kind, if we become generous, if we become ethical, and so on and so on, many different qualities, we will finally become a super good person, and even finally an awakened one, a Buddha, yeah, okay. Yeah. So it means we need to believe in ourselves, actually, okay, in our own human potential, yeah, okay. And also the Buddha always said, yeah, don't believe what I say because I told you, yeah. Believe in the Dharma, like somebody going to a gold shop and testing gold, yeah? So obviously gold is very expensive, yeah? So you want to make sure it's pure gold. Well, if you buy a gold bracelet, let's say, yeah? So in ancient, I don't know how they used to do in ancient times, if they used to bite it or something, or rub it or something with a file, no? But anyway, so test my teachings like you would test gold, yeah? Test them against your own experience, okay? So anyway, based on that, then we develop faith, which is based on our actual experience. That means I'm sure because I know, because this is my real experience, yeah? I mean, like, for example, I saw so many things with Rinpoche, no? And like all the incredible things this last 30 years that I'm sure, yeah, okay? And I don't care what anybody says or anything like this, because I know I saw so many true and amazing things in the past 30 years that it's not like somebody told me, but I know it's true, yeah, okay? So this is what we mean by faith, that I know it's true, yeah, because I saw it, I heard it, you know, I saw it directly. That's why I believe it, not because somebody told me. Yeah? Okay, anyway, so we need to take refuge in the three jewels, yeah? And then it says, please, Lama Vajradhara, bless me to send your inspiring blessing to help me to live according to the law of karma. So what does this mean? Okay, karma means action. So what is the law of actions? Very simply, I mean, all this I'm saying in a very easy, simple way. No? Basically, whatever you do comes back to you. So if you do a good thing, good things come back to you. And if you do a bad thing, bad things come back to you. It's simple, no? Yeah. What do we mean by good and bad? Okay, that's also pretty simple. If you do something that harms yourself and others, it's bad, yeah? Okay. If you do something that's developing peace and kindness and, you know, goodness, it's good, yeah? Okay. So bad, yeah, means it hurts somebody, yourself or others, yeah? Yeah. And good does not mean it's good for me in the egotistical sense. It means it really is good, you know? Like, so for example, good mainly is putting other people first, taking care of the environment, making society a better place, yeah? Yeah. Because if we think, oh, this is good for me, actually that's being selfish, isn't it? That's acting from an egotistical point of view, yeah? And that is not good from our Buddhist point of view. So this we have to be a little bit careful with, yeah? Okay. In Buddhism, no? Everything is from the basis of ahimsa, non-violence, yeah? Don't harm, yeah? The Buddha said, don't harm yourself and others, yeah? Don't harm anybody, and then if possible, try and help them, but at least don't harm them, yeah? Okay? That's the basis of our Buddhist ethics, okay? Yeah, so non-harmfulness is the basis of being good, yeah? Don't hurt anybody, yeah? And if it's possible, because sometimes it's not always possible, no? Try and help them, yeah? Okay? So, for example, if you plant a poisonous seed, a seed of it, let's say, I don't know, a poisonous plant, what will grow if you give it water and sun is a poisonous plant, no? If you plant a medicine seed, yeah, and you give it all the right conditions, what will grow is a tree of medicine, yeah? So it's the same with our actions. If we do something poisonous, we will have to experience the result ourselves, yeah, okay? If we do something positive, yeah, we will also experience happiness and well-being, yeah, okay? Okay, also, we can only experience the result of things we made ourselves, yeah? We cannot experience anybody else's actions, yeah? So this is a very, very important point in Buddhism, yeah? Like, we are responsible for our own experience. So whether we are happy or whether we are sad, yeah, we have to take responsibility for that, yeah? Because our normal mind is not this at all. We're always blaming somebody else. No, it's always like, I don't know, my husband, my wife, the government, the coronavirus, I don't know, global warming. We have an endless list of people or things or phenomena that we wish to blame for our own unhappiness. No? Yeah? So we're not denying that there's problems. Of course, there's many problems in the world, no? Many kinds of suffering, yeah, also affect us, yeah, okay. But the Buddhist point of view is I am responsible for my experience and how I choose to deal with all this, you know, yeah. And if I want to be happy, I need to give happiness to others, yeah. If I want to be loved, I need to give love to others, yeah, yeah. And if I want to be unhappy, what do I have to do? It's simple. I can make other people miserable And guaranteed I will make myself miserable, okay? So it's easy, actually, karma, yeah? Nothing too complicated. And also, I don't know, there's all kinds of funny ideas about karma, yeah? I don't know, like, I don't know, I've heard all kinds of weird ideas, but it's very simple, you know? What you do comes back to you, you know? Yeah? So if you want to ensure that your life's okay, do kind things, be nice, yeah? And do, I mean, they say this in all religions now, do as to others as you would like them to do to you, yeah? Yeah, so if you want, you know, be kind, be peaceful, take care of the others. If you want to be loved, love others, yeah? If you don't want to be alone, go and help somebody who's lonely, yeah? And this is how it works, okay? It's actually simple, but our minds are so complicated and so strange that the most easy thing we don't understand, no? Okay? Yeah? Or, for example, this is a good one. If you want to be very beautiful, yeah, be patient, yeah? Why? Because if you're angry, you have a very ugly face, no? That's why. And also people don't like to be around you if you're ugly. I mean, ugly inside, no? Okay, you're bad feeling, no? So they always say like that, if you want to be a supermodel, either maybe not in this life, maybe, but definitely in the next life, be very patient and you will be a supermodel, yeah? If you want to be rich, yeah, be generous, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's also a very true fact, actually, yeah, okay. Yeah, wealth comes from generosity, okay? Not from like hoarding like we think, no? We have many like wrong ideas in our not just in the West, all over the world, yeah, okay. But anyway, the law of karma is like this, yeah, okay. I mean, okay. Today I'm saying a very easy, simple way because Rinpoche always used to actually, when he explained things, he used to say in a simple way, yeah. Then gradually, okay, then we can go in more detail, point by point, all the points of karma and all the points of refuge and there's many long detailed explanations about this, yeah. But now I just want to say like in the easy way, okay. Yeah, everything has a reaction, yeah. So let's make sure that we do positive things and get a good reaction, yeah. Okay, so we have personal actions and then we have collective actions, yeah? So if many of us together are doing positive things, that's how the world can become a better place, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's possible, no? Why not, yeah? Okay. So we please Lama Vajrayana Kien, send me your waves of inspiring blessing, your Jin lab, to help me to live according to the laws of karma. Yeah, okay. So now it comes into this whole discourse of ethics. Yeah, okay. So we should try and live in a way that's bringing happiness and peace and well-beings to ourselves and others. Yeah. So therefore, for example, that we should not harm the life of others, take the life of others. Yeah. We should instead give life. Yeah. Okay. We shouldn't I don't know, we shouldn't cheat others. We should always be truthful, yeah, okay. You know, and so on and so on. Instead of being intoxicated, we should have a clear mind, you know. So generally in all these kind of religious traditions, there's a lot of like, don't do this, don't do that, yeah. So Rinpoche understood 100% that we were not into like hearing like, don't do this and don't do that, yeah. When he's that you know, these old kind of scriptures and books and things, everybody's like, yeah, I'm like running out the door, no. So he always phrased things in like NgalSo, yeah, like our tradition is called NgalSo, yeah, relax, yeah, in Tibetan, yeah. First part means don't do this. Why? Not because we're telling you, because this will create suffering to ourselves and others, yeah. It's just like a scientific fact. Like, for example, if we harm the life of others, this will come back to us and we'll have a negative consequence to ourselves. If we lie, many negative consequences will come back to ourselves, yeah. Plus, it's bad for everybody else, yeah. So it's not a good thing, no. Yeah, and so on, yeah. If we like criticize everybody, everybody will avoid us, no. They won't want to be with us. If we don't know, so on and so on and so on. If we do harmful things, people will avoid us. They will not think we're a nice person, yeah. We'll end up like alone, and many negative things will happen to us, yeah, that we created ourselves. So better we do the positive side, yeah. So instead of harming life, we could save lives, yeah. Instead of lying, we'd be truthful, you know, and so on and so on. Instead of being mean, we're generous. So we always try and go on the positive side, yeah, okay? And this is what Dharma is actually, yeah. It's like, Rinpoche called it like non-formal education or peace education. So it's as adults, or not even as adults, but like showing us what is the consequence of our own actions of body, speech, and mind. Yeah, okay, the negative one and the positive one. Then, of course, it's entirely up to us if we do it or not. Yeah, the Buddhist lamas aren't there wagging their finger saying you must do this, you must do that. They just say, well, look, it's like this. You can choose. The consequence of like acting like this will be unhappiness. If you like, this is how to make yourself unhappy. Just carry on acting in an unskillful, unknowing way. Yeah? If you want to be happy and have peace and well-being, then we need to make a few changes. Yeah, okay. We need to be more generous. We need to take care more of life, of the planet, of the environment. Yeah, we need to not divide people. We need to put people together, and so on. There's a whole list of things that we could do to improve things. No, then once we know, it's up to us. Yeah, okay. We have like actually freedom, don't we? Freedom of choice. Yeah. But hopefully we'll realize that it's much better to be happy and peaceful and have well-being. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the next one is, please, Lama Healer Vajradhara, please send your waves of inspiring strength. So bless me to understand the suffering of the higher realm. So what's that? Yeah. So first one, okay, nobody really, if they could have the choice, let's say, would want to have like a very basic life, like with starving or very low income, or just having enough to live on, and I don't know, like, or being an addict, or being in pain, no? Or being tormented, or in a war zone. Nobody would want that, yeah? Okay. However, this second one, the happiness of the higher states, people find this initially more hard to understand, yeah? Because most people in their life were taught, no? If only I had like loads of money and a big house or several big houses and loads of cars and loads of possessions and a beautiful partner and a cat and a dog and a parrot and everything, you know, and more than everything, I would be happy now, isn't it? Yeah. So most people in our modern materialistic world spend all our lives striving to achieve that, yeah. And then maybe some of us they actually achieve it, and then most people, it's then what, yeah? Because then they realize actually it wasn't enough, yeah. Like we were all sold this dream that if I had like a big house and I had enough money, and I had, I don't know, a stable relationship and I don't know, kids and cat and dog and parrot and everything, I'd be happy. But most people who collect all those, they think it's okay, but I'm still not really happy. Yeah? Why? Because it's the human condition not to be happy unless we kind of do something to change the position of our mind, as Rinpoche always said. Yeah, Rinpoche said it's not difficult. Yeah, what we need to do is make a small adjustment to change the position of our mind. Yeah, he said, okay, of course, if something is wrong in the outer world, we should if it's possible, we should try and change something. Yeah? But however, if we can't, also we need to accept, is what, you know, this is the advice of Buddhism now. So sometimes we can change things in the outer world, and if we can change things for the better, we should. If we can't, we need to accept, yeah. But what we definitely should change is change the position of our mind, change the way that we see things, yeah. Like, for example, now we have the pandemic. So this is a very good, not a good example, let's say not a good example, but this is happening to us now, yeah. So we can either choose listen to all the negative news, or like every day we open up the TV or computer, newspaper, all day long it's coming negative news, one negative news after another, like huge wave of negativity and fear. And if you listen to that all day, I'm sure, unless you have a very strong mind, very compassionate mind, you'd end up feeling depressed. No, that's just negative. Yeah, okay. So what we need to do is change the position of our mind, yeah, and see things in a more positive way, yeah. Because anyway, that outer situation is happening. So all we can choose at the moment is how we choose to see things, yeah. So Rinpoche said, change the position of your mind. Choose to see whatever situation you're in a more positive way, yeah. So Rinpoche, before he passed into the clear light, he said, please everybody, yeah, during the pandemic, you, my friend, my follower, live the pandemic in a better way, i.e. don't be totally depressed, miserable and fearful, yeah. Use this time, yeah, to develop something positive, yeah. Why? Because most of us, we're having to stay home more, yeah. For example, most of us, we cannot travel, we can't go on holiday, we can't do many things that normally we do, go to the club, go to the gym, many things we can't do outside. So it means we have to spend more time in the house. So somehow, let's say, our agendas of like the normal preoccupation is a bit more free at the moment. So let's fill our precious time, yeah, with positive things, yeah. Like, for example, developing love, developing equanimity, yeah. Anyway, this whole series of Buddhist meditations to become a better person, yeah, okay? Let's try and make ourselves a happy person, a peaceful person, a person that other people want to be around, yeah? But when they see us, they're pleased to see us, not that they run away when they see us, yeah? This is what we should do with our time now, okay? Yeah, okay? So there's three higher states of consciousness within what we call samsara, becoming again and again and again, like Groundhog Day, like the film, yeah? Samsara means this, like every day, same thing goes on again and again and again. Day to day, month to month, year to year, life to life, again and again and again and again. Same emotional patterns again and again. So boring, no? Again and again. Until finally we make some changes and we see things differently, and then we get out of this cycle of unhappiness, okay? And then the wheel goes in the other way and we produce a cycle of happiness and well-being, yeah, okay? So we have three what we call mundane states of consciousness. So within this, what we call the wheel of existence, yeah? I haven't got a picture now, but anyway, I'll find you one for next time, yeah? We have three lower states, which we don't want: addict, basic animal state, and painful hellish-like state. We don't want those, yeah? But we also need to realize that the three higher states of consciousness, which is like human, like us now, yeah? Or like a god, or like an asura, like a jealous one, is not good enough either. So why is that not good enough, yeah? Okay. So our human lives, they're characterized by what, yeah? Okay. Birth, of course, we're all born, and then, of course, we're all getting older, aging, yeah? According to Buddhism, actually, at the age of 16, we reach perfection, and then after that, it's all downhill, I'm afraid, from there on, yeah? Bit by bit, getting older, declining, yeah? So most of us are already in our decline, even the 17-year-olds, yeah? Anyway, birth, aging, sickness, and death, yeah? Okay, not much fun. Also, not only that, also, not getting what we want, being alone, yeah? People leaving us, yeah? There's many kinds of dissatisfaction in the human life, yeah? As we know, yeah? Actually, we don't need somebody to lecture us on this subject, because we all got the experience already, didn't we? Yeah? Easy, you know? We know life's not satisfactory. And no matter how many things we watch on Netflix, or how many cars we get, or how many cats or parrots or whatever we have, it won't be enough, yeah? Because it's not enough, our lives, yeah? Okay, we need to find something better, yeah? Yeah. However, what we can find within this human existence is we can transform our lives, yeah? We can become much better people. We can turn towards, we can even become an awakened one, yeah? Okay, if not, we can become something called a bodhisattva, yeah? Which is an awakening warrior, yeah? Which is somebody able to, with great perseverance, yeah, based on empathy, love, and compassion, we'll keep going on the personal development until we develop all capacity able to benefit others, yeah? So, okay, so now we have like this much, and then gradually become more, yeah, until we have full capacity, yeah? Yeah, like the Buddha's mantra, Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shaki Muni Soha. Om, capacity, great capacity, Soha, yeah, okay? So we need to develop many kinds of capacity, and we can, okay? So, human, okay. Even, how to say, like with Rinpoche, you know? I met so many different kinds of people in the world, incredible. All kinds of people, really. You know? Not because of me, you know? Because I was just tagging along with Rinpoche, but because they wanted to see Rinpoche, you know? All kinds of people from all social classes, rich, poor, incredible different experiences, culture. And one conclusion that I sincerely came to, honestly, is that it didn't matter whether you were young, old, or even if you were a billionaire, or if you were a famous actor, or singer, or dancer, or politician. Yeah, because all these people, Rinpoche met all these kind of people. No? None of them was happy. It was amazing. Yeah. You know, the only people I ever saw that was happy was people like Rinpoche or Lama Lawa, you know. I mean, who were truly happy, you know. Why? Because they were truly putting the Dharma into practice, and everybody else didn't matter, you know. They always had something wrong. And so this is why we say the suffering of the human realm, because will never be enough, yeah? It's the human condition, yeah? So we need to change the position of our mind, yeah? Okay? And embrace the Dharma, yeah? So, okay. So this more or less we might accept, because, you know, we can see most of us actually, life, okay, we may complain a lot, but none of us starving to death, yeah? Most of us, we have enough, no? Yeah? Compared to people from the Middle Ages, we all live like, I don't know, barons, don't we? Yeah, we have like all these incredible stuff. No, we have very good food. You know, we have all kinds of comfort. So if we were transported back in time to the Middle Ages, we'd have a better life than a medieval aristocrat. So really, we don't have so much to complain about, no? But even so, we're not satisfied. Yeah, okay. We need to practice the Dharma. This we can accept actually, but what does it mean, the suffering of the gods and the demigods, the asuras, yeah? Well, okay, so in Buddhism, when we talk about gods, remember, Buddha was an Indian person, okay? He was born in the Vedic period of Indian history, yeah? So according to Vedic Hinduism, we don't have like one god. We actually have like 33 million gods, okay? Lots of gods, yeah? So gods are like us, but they're better than us, a lot better than us. Like they have longer lives. Everything's a lot nicer being a god, yeah. Okay. But what is the suffering of being a god then? Yeah. So a god is like gods have like everything wonderful, the best of everything. You know, they have like incredible lives. Like there's all these jokes, yeah. Like somebody, this is a joke, yeah. Somebody goes to God and says, God, what's he say? Oh, no, no, I need to remember this one properly. I say it wrong, yeah. Okay. But anyway, like gods, they have incredible long lives and incredible enjoyment, yeah. So everything is wonderful. So it's like being, I don't know, a Hollywood star combined with a billionaire and a supermodel all put together. But the trouble is that even for them, it doesn't last, yeah. Okay. Finally, it will end, yeah. So that's their suffering, yeah. So in our society, it's like, for example, you know, seeing, I don't know, like Hello magazine, and on TV, you know, we have a lot of celebrities and very wealthy or powerful people, yeah, and their suffering is when their beauty fades or their wealth diminishes or their power fades. And for these kind of people, we might think, oh, if they become like me, what's the problem? But for people who have like much like superior condition, to come down to our level is an incredible suffering. Okay, and actually, this is actually one thing that I understood being with Rinpoche, that everybody has suffering. Yeah. So not just poor people or very sick people have suffering, that we shouldn't just empathize with them, but also rich, famous people, you know, powerful people, they also have suffering. So really we need to have empathy for everybody, you know. Yeah. You know, we need to have equanimity, yeah, and treat everybody kindly, you know. Because I think for a lot of people this is difficult, isn't it? They think, okay, for example, I don't know, I could give like, I don't know, $10 to a charity helping poor people in a faraway country or something. But they find very difficult to rejoice in the happiness, in the well-being of people who have more than them. Yeah. But from the Buddhist point of view, we need to have equanimity for everybody, you know, and empathy. And you know, we're all humans. Yeah. Everybody has some difficulty, and we need to truly empathize with everybody's situation. Yeah. Okay. So gods, let's say, I don't know, like Hollywood stars combined with billionaires and supermodels, in the end, they also get some problems, yeah? Everybody gets problems, yeah? Like they get old, they fall out of fame, yeah? They lose their business, yeah? The next supermodel comes along, and this is an incredible emotional suffering for them. So we should also have empathy for them, yeah? Okay? Okay, so even let's say in the modern terms, even the best person in the world, they have some problems, so we should have empathy for them, okay? Yeah? So what's an asura? An asura is it literally in Sanskrit it means one without sun. One who has like some kind of darkness in their mind, yeah. So usually they translate it as like some kind of like demigod or titan, okay, something like this, yeah. But what an asura really is, it's easy to understand. It's like Like, for example, I used to live in Milano, no? Our Lama was very near the golden quarter of the epicenter of world fashion, yeah, Via Monte Napoleone, where all this, Gucci, Armani, Prada, all these kind of all these like design houses, they're all gathered there, and there is all these beautiful things and beautiful designers and beautiful people and loads of models, yeah, okay? So, an Asura is like all the other models who are not the supermodel, okay? Yeah. We also used to have many like models come into the company. Yeah, I mean, you have everybody, football players, models, poor people, everybody used to come. Pavarotti, Rinpoche was like, I don't know, like this incredible light, and not all the moths, but everybody, all the bees, let's say, were attracted to his light. It was really, really amazing, So anyway, there are a few supermodels, in this world, and there's a lot of other models. So an Asura is all the other models, and actually all the other models are all gorgeous, but they're obsessed with the fact that there's somebody better than with them, okay? So then they suffer because of that. So that is actually also a miserable state of existence, isn't it? And in fact, what they should do is rejoice in all the good things that they have in their life and be happy with that. But it's like all this like kind of jealous mind, competitive mind, not being number one mind, and that gives incredible suffering to many people in modern society. Because I mean, our societies get this thing of like you have to be the number one, you have to be the winner, but of course there can only be only one number one. No? Then there's a lot of number 2, 3, and 4. No? So also this Asura people, we should have empathy for them, no? And also not be in that state ourselves. So Rinpoche used to say that all this 6 realms of existence, he used to say, forget about, okay, you can be born in this life and that life. He said, this is what's happening to us every single day, okay? Like from when we wake up to when we go to sleep, our mind is passing through these 6 realms of existence, and that's why we're miserable, So I don't know. Like, for example, let me try and remember the whole story, Okay. We wake up, and then we're kind of hungry. So then all we're bothered about is I want a cup of tea or coffee and I want my breakfast. So this is like an animal state, okay, It's kind of grasping, I want this, I want that, like, and also many people, they get like nervous, don't they, if they don't immediately get like food and things, so it's kind of like this animal state, then okay, we eat something, we feel a bit better, But then I don't know, maybe we're eating something and like our food, an addiction comes in, like, I don't know, maybe somebody is addicted to, I don't know what, for example. What can somebody be addicted to? Potato crisp, for example. There's people that's addicted to everything, aren't there? Pringles crisps, So they start eating Pringles crisps and literally they eat it and they can't stop. There's many people like that. They're addicted to kinds of different foods and drinks or smoking and drugs, and they just, once they start, I mean, they do it to self-medicate, but once they can't, they do it, they cannot stop, So you see all day long, we see people, or normally we used to see people, let's say, when we could go out more, people like smoking, people drinking coffee, people drinking alcohol, and etc., self-medicating, So we have to be careful, like, not to fall into this addiction state of mind, okay? But it's difficult now because also we're physically dependent, So that's why Rinpoche said all the time in Self-Healing 1, his first teachings, we need to recognize who's my friend, who's my enemy. So he meant we look within us, our own addictions, our own emotional patterns. We need to observe what's going on, Take a like audit of our own behavior and then choose what's good for us, okay? That was his first teaching. Who's my friend, who's my enemy? Not you and you, but inside here, That's why the Sipaho, the mirror that shows the 6 realms, it's a mirror. It's not saying you. It's saying inside of me, this is what's going on, I have a basic state of life, like this grasping, for food, for this, for sex, for money, for, security, I have an addicted state of mind, because when, like, if I start eating Pringles crisps, I can't stop, or if I start drinking wine, I can't stop, or tea, or this, or that, not just me, but, this addicted state, very, very common, or people that smoke, many, many, many. Why? Because there's, self-medicating, covering some emotional problem, okay? Many people, I don't know, then, for example, we may have, I don't know, let's say we have arthritis or something. It's very common, all the time in pain. No? This is like some kind of hellish state. Yeah, some people, they have incredible pain and suffering, unfortunately. And even the strongest painkillers, they only bring like some relief. No, that's very, very common. Like, I don't know how many adults have like what do they call it? Chronic pain. Yeah, yeah. So this is some kind of hell, isn't it? Having continuous pain all the time. Yeah? Okay. Actually, speaking of this, yeah, okay. Okay, I'll tell you one. We have so many stories in our Buddhist tradition. Okay, so we have something called the Jataka Mala, which is talking about the past lives of Buddha Shakyamuni before he became the Buddha, no? Because he had many, many other lives, yeah? So there's one story, yeah, when he'd done something horrible to somebody and he ended up in hell, yeah, okay? Now, the difference between a Buddhist hell and other kinds of hell is Buddhist hells you can get out of and they don't last forever. It doesn't mean they're not very unpleasant, yeah, but anyway, he was in hell, yeah, doing something, yeah? And in this hell, they had to push like these big iron, like kind of, what do you call it? What do you call it? Boxes on, I can't speak English anymore. Anyway, like carriages, let's say, big iron carriages full of let's say, coal or something, okay? And they were all having to push these very heavy things, yeah, okay? Which was like, their mind was projecting this kind of horrible situation on themselves, okay? So then at a certain point, the bodhisattva, yeah, he started to look around and he saw everybody else was also having to push these big iron carriages, like very heavy, very hard, very difficult situation. And he started to develop compassion for everybody else, yeah. Okay, and at that point, the hell just disappeared, yeah, okay. So that's the trick, you see, yeah. As soon as our mind changes, these states of mind no longer exist, yeah, okay, yeah. And if we want to get out of our own personal hells, we need to develop empathy towards other people, yeah. Why? This is actually a psychological fact, because the more we focus on our own unhappiness, our own depression, our own inner problems, which people have many, yeah, the more and more heavy and dark it becomes, no? Yeah. But if we can actually start to empathize with other people, we turn our attention away from ourselves, which is infinitely better, yeah. And then the problem is not there if we stop thinking about ourselves, yeah. Okay. So this is, I mean, a lot of these Buddhist, truths, yeah, are expressed in terms of myths and archetypes and so on, but they are actually very, very profound psychological facts, yeah. So if we want to get out of our inner darkness, our inner depression, our inner unhappiness, what do we need to do? We need to empathize with others. That's a very, very important truth. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so many people have chronic pain. Okay, but then maybe sometimes it passes away, so we go out of our hellish state. Or many people know unfortunately, they get into incredible fights and difficulties even in their personal life. So their life becomes like a hell. Yeah. So definitely we need to change the life, put our mind in a different position, yeah? Yeah. And get out of that hellish state, and it is possible, yeah? Okay. Hell, by the way, the personal experience of, let's say, hell is based on anger and aggression. So if we don't want to live in a personal hell, we need to avoid getting angry, yeah? We need to work on our anger issues, yeah? Okay. Because all anger will do is create incredible pain for ourselves and others. Like Shantideva, no, the great Indian bodhisattva master, he said, your external enemies, they can only harm you in this life, okay? And if you just wait, they will go away, they'll get bored, they'll die or something, yeah? No problem. But he said, your anger, yeah? Your anger will take you to the gates of hell and throw you in, yeah? Because that's true, no? Yeah? Our anger can destroy everything, yeah? So that's why we need to work very much on our anger issues, you know. Definitely if we want to have like happy relationships, family life and so on, apart from any other reason, we should work on our anger issues, you know, and try and become more peaceful people, yeah. Anyway, developing inner peace is a good thing on all different levels, okay. Okay, so what else? So in our personal wheel of life, okay, then maybe, I don't know, maybe we're not suffering from chronic pain and we're not smoking loads of cigarettes and we're not just grasping at food and drink, so we're not in the lowest state of existence. But then, okay, we have to go out our house and we have to go to work, yeah? then again and again we do the same boring thing, yeah. So this is the human realm, yeah. And then anyway, we don't get the promotion we wanted, and we don't get the money we wanted, yeah. And so this is the human life, yeah. Not getting what you want. In the end, you're alone, yeah. So also not satisfactory, yeah. Some people, yeah, have moments of happiness like gods, yeah. All of us at some time or other, we have like godlike moments of happiness, yeah. But the thing is, they don't last, yeah. And also, for example, maybe one time we go on a beautiful holiday to the Caribbean and it's all marvelous, yeah. But then towards the end of the holiday, we really start to feel miserable, don't we? Because we know we have to go back to our house and our normal life and go back to work, yeah. I was here in Spain, no? This is true, yeah. Sorry, I have many Spanish friends, so but this is true. I heard this in the Spanish media that at the end of the summer, yeah, okay, when people have to go back to work, like some people, they need to get a psychologist, you know, because they really feel so depressed at the idea of having to go back to work. Because they're obviously, like here in Spain, no? Such a nice place, yeah, so beautiful, sunny, you know, nice food, beaches, like lovely, yeah. And so most working people, they have like at least one month, 6 weeks summer holiday, yeah, here. And then it's like kind of like the gods descending. At the end, they have to go back to work, you know, like 9 to 5 or whatever time they do here, you know. So many people feel really depressed, yeah. So it's like the gods falling, okay, not just here, everywhere, no, the same, yeah. When we know our happy experience is coming to the end, you know, the mind really goes down, no. So we need to try and avoid that, yeah. That's why in the Lojong teachings says whatever is the wave in life, going up or going down, we need to be a good, Rinpoche said, we need to be a good samsara swimmer, no? Yeah. Whatever is the wave, you know, everything's wonderful, yeah, everything's fantastic, or everything's horrible. Anyway, we need to be able to swim. We need to be able to manage, yeah. So we're comfortable in whatever situation, yeah. So we always said, be a good samsara swimmer, yeah. So anyway, so we as Buddhist, yeah, okay. What we need to do is understand. Okay, maybe the lower realms. Okay, we just think, okay, of course, I don't want that. But we need to understand that also this, let's say, aspiration that we have in our society. I don't know, to have like millions or these days billions and loads of stuff and all this. It will never make us happy, yeah. Okay, even if we do have it, it won't be enough to satisfy us, yeah. Okay. And that whatever kind of, you know, job and whatever life we have, it won't be enough unless we actually do something with our mind, yeah, okay? The external things of life will never be enough. So therefore, we shouldn't invest all our energy into them, of course. We're not saying that you shouldn't get a job or a house or a family or any of these, of course, yeah? But don't invest all your energy in those things. Invest also your energy in the inner things, like, for example, in all the spiritual traditions, they say invest in things that last, no, that you know, that will not decay. Yeah, invest in the deeper aspects of the mind. Yeah, okay. Like we say, invest in developing your inner Buddha quality. Invest in developing Dharma realizations. Invest in becoming a better person with more ability to help others. Yeah, okay. Okay, so. We should, okay, so maybe that's enough for today. So, okay, next on Thursday, we'll continue with the second part of this Nedun, actually, this scanning meditation on the essential points of the spiritual path, which Rinpoche wrote down which is written down in page 62 of this book. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, okay, there's only a few words, but the point is we need to actually understand, not intellectually but emotionally, what these things mean, yeah, okay, not just all blah blah blah, yeah, but we need to deeply understand, you know, like, oh, things change, yeah, okay, so what does that mean? Oh, I need to be not waste my time, I need to be a good person, I need to also live happily, yeah, live as well, enjoy life, you know, that's what Rinpoche said, no, yeah, because not rather than it just frittering away, no meaning, no purpose, yeah. So these things are not just intellectual ideas, they're things that need to penetrate our mind, okay? So then it deeply changes the way that we choose to live, yeah, okay? Like they say in all mystical traditions, no? Once we actually take on board the concept of death, we live in a fuller way, you know, we live in the best way we can, no? Yeah, and many things that would previously we thought were important are of no longer any interest to us. And I think this year, you know, since Rinpoche passed into the clear light, I'm sure many of us have had that experience that a lot of things we just cannot be bothered with anymore. Yeah, no need anymore. Yeah, I mean, I certainly had this experience that a lot of things that maybe before I was interested in, I just no interest anymore. Yeah, so definitely my mind's become a lot more focused. Yeah. And a lot of things have just gone away because no need, no waste of time. Okay. If I've only got like this much, I mean, let's say I've only got this much left. I don't know how much that is. Hopefully it's a big one. Yeah. Then want to use it well. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we'll continue with this next week. Yeah. So what we'll do to conclude is at the end of this, there's a mantra. Yeah. Okay. So we'll repeat this together. Yeah. And we'll request the blessings of all the gurus, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Daka, Dakini, and so on to transform our mind. Yeah. So one is we transform our mind ourselves. We think about these things. The second is we cheat. We get all the holy beings to send us their positive energy and their positive minds and emotions. So our mind is more uplifted. It's more easy for us to change, to become positive. Yeah. But why not? Yeah. So, okay. So on page 63, it says, Om A Guru Buddha Sutra Tantra Bhumi Patra Vasamanya Sawa Siddhi Atishkyana Atishkiti Soha. Yeah. Okay, so this is a mantra, yeah. And this is imbued with positive energy. And how it works, I have no idea, but these mantras are imbued with positive energy, which is why we repeat them, yeah, not because we have nothing better to do, yeah. They're conduits for positive energy to reach our body and mind, yeah, okay. So I was saying, where have I put my mala? Oh, here. Okay. Okay, so I was saying last week, no, that in this book, Self-Healing 2, we have all kinds of incredible healing methods and meditations that we never do, yeah? So when we do this kind of lamrim, this nedun, this point meditation, yeah, what you need to do is, for example, I mean, if you're very good at it, you can go through all of them, and each one is triggering another mind. If not, you choose one, yeah, and think about that, yeah. For example, well, I'll start with impermanence, no? Okay. So think about impermanence. So then you sit there and think about it. Like, for example, oh, the seasons change. If I go in the garden, the leaves fall off the trees, yeah? Everything is changing, yeah? So I'm part of this process of natural change. And you think about it until such time, yeah, as that something happens in your mind and you think, oh, yeah, it's true, you know, yeah? Then you concentrate on that positive mind, yeah, okay? And when we talk about meditation, there's many kinds of meditation, but meditation means to become familiar with a positive thought. Like, for example, like, oh, everything changes, I'm part of nature. Everything's connected, everything's a natural process. That's a positive thought, yeah? So concentrating on that thought, yeah? Holding it in your mind is a meditation, yeah? Gom means to become familiar with something positive, yeah? So then you keep that positive thought in your mind for as long as you can, yeah, okay? Why you keep it in your mind? Because then it's changing the way we think, yeah, in a positive way, yeah? Because if we understand we're part of the natural cycle, then we act in a very different way, don't we? Yeah, it would have many positive consequences, yeah? If we no longer see ourselves as separate, yeah, from everything, then we would act in a very much more, a better way, you know, more holistic way, yeah, okay? So we do like that, yeah? And then at the end, yeah, of our meditation, we repeat this. This is a demonstration how to do, yeah. Then at the end, we say, we get our mala, yeah. Om A Guru Buddha Sutra Tantra Bhumi Pata Vasamanya Sawa Siddhi Atishkyana Atishkiti Soha. And we repeat this mantra, and in front of us is like Buddha Shakyamuni, all Buddhas, Rinpoche, all the holy objects who are sources of blessing and inspiration, and all their light, all their love, all their wisdom is absorbing into us, yeah? And the mantra is a conduit for that to happen, yeah? Okay? And like I say, you don't have to believe me, just try yourself, okay? And so this is kind of like fixing the positive thought, like, for example, this one, I'm also part of the natural cycle. I also change, like, and also logically, if you think I change, well, if everything changes, if everything depends on cause and conditions, I can also change for the better. Yeah, we fix these positive thoughts in our mind. Yeah, okay. And then, so when we meditate, we should do. Now I'm just explaining how to do, but please, like, maybe it's nice, when you get up in the morning or when you go to bed, try and think of one positive thought and fix it in your mind. Hold it in your mind, yeah, for like 5 minutes, yeah. And then at the end, you say, okay, I dedicate this for all beings. I want to become a better person, and may the world become a more peaceful and a happy place, yeah. Okay, that's meditation, yeah. Okay. So please, like, most of you have access to this book, yeah. If you don't have access to this book, please contact the Albaniano online shop or any of other of our Dharma centers. The address is ngalso.org, ngalso.org, yeah. Okay, the address of our website, yeah. So anyway, if not, anyway, there's lots of these similar kind of meditations, yeah. But please try and put this into practice, not because, why, it doesn't matter if I'm telling you, but do it because it's a good thing for you, yeah? Because you'll feel better, okay? And if we actually do these kind of practices, our inner light will increase bit by bit, like a star, and then like a sun rising up to full light inside our mind. We'll go from joy to joy, yeah? Okay? So we'll no longer be miserable and unhappy like we've always been, yeah? And this is honestly guaranteed all your money back, yeah? Except you have to ask Rinpoche, not me. But anyway, it's true, yeah? Really, yeah? If we put these things into practice, our inner experience will be very, very much different, yeah? And we will become, as Rinpoche last said, we'll become good samsara swimmers, okay? So whatever happens in our life, we'll be able to deal with it, yeah? There's many things that are going to happen in our lives, yeah? This is the contract of life, yeah? All kinds of waves come, and yeah, but it's how we choose to deal with them is the main point, yeah. So this kind of meditation makes our mind strong, yeah, and makes us happy as well, yeah, and peaceful. So what is there not to like about it, yeah? So Om Guru Buddha Sutra Tantra Bhumi Patri Vasamanya Sawa Siddhi Atishkyana Atishkiti Soha. Om Guru Buddha Sutra Tantra Bhumi Patri Vasamanya Sawa Siddhi Atishkyana Atishkiti Soha. Yeah, okay. Atishkyana Atishkiti means empowerment, yeah. So we're transforming ourselves, yeah. So we're asking the Guru Buddhas to grant us the realizations of Sutra, of the Mahayana, and of the Tantra, which is the fast, let's say, department of the Mahayana, and the Bhumi Patri, the spiritual grounds and paths on the Bodhisattva path. Yeah. So may we quickly receive all these kind of inner realizations. Yeah. Okay. And it says, visualize lights and nectars flowing down and bestowing transformative blessings and granting all realizations of the stages of the path of Sutra and Tantra. Pause and meditate, yeah? So, if you look at the images of all saints and yogis and mystics around the world, yeah, they always have like lights and this kind of thing coming down on them. Why? Because it's our actual inner human experience that as we evolve, our mind opens up and we start to perceive these kinds of things, yeah? So we imagine that this is happening, and one day it truly will, yeah? Okay, so at first it starts in a small way, and then bigger, 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 and then we get to be, I don't know, like San Francisco, or Buddha, or somebody like this, yeah? Or one of the high lamas of our tradition, yeah? A truly incredible mystic experience, yeah? Okay? So Rinpoche always said these lights and nectars are not just like lights, like a neon light. They're full of love, full of compassion, full of joy, full of all positive quality, okay? So when it's like with Rinpoche, no? When we were with him, we were totally touched by his incredible empathy, his joy, no? His incredible happiness and spirit, yeah? And we were all completely touched in a positive way and influenced by Rinpoche La's energy, yeah? Okay? So there we can see it's true, no? Yeah, because most of us who's listening to this, we had this experience, no? Okay. So now these inequalities we need to work on ourselves, and yeah, he showed it's possible, he and other people, okay, not just him, but fortunately in this world, but many people like Rinpoche. So we ourselves need to become sources of light and love and compassion and spiritual generosity towards others. Yeah. Therefore, we need to work on ourselves. Yeah. Therefore, please, if you like, of course, if you wish, spend a few minutes every day thinking about these things. So we have a list of positive thoughts to go through. Yeah. Okay. To think about in a sequence. Yeah. To gradually put our mind in a positive direction. Yeah. Okay. So please try and do this, and then our life will become truly meaningful. Okay. Okay. So now we've got to 9 o'clock in Europe time. So thank you all very much for listening. So let's dedicate all our positive energy. So in the Suranangama Sutra, which is a famous Mahayana sutra, it does truly say, how do you save a drop of water? You save it by putting it into the ocean. Yeah. Okay. So all the positive information and inner peace and good feelings that we have, we dedicate for all beings and for all society and the planet, okay? Then the energy continues, yeah? If we just think of ourselves, the energy is dissipated because our self is like a kind of incinerator of good feelings and positive energy. The ego always contaminates everything, yeah? So let's dedicate for inner and world peace, okay? So we touch our hand to the heart, yeah? Who would like, please let's repeat together Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om inner and world peace, yeah? Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. And by the way, there's not just one truth, there's many truths. But that's another story, another day, yeah? Okay, we'll get to that later, okay? Okay. Okay, we'll do our NgalSo dedication prayers, okay? Lama Conchoson La Capsuchi, Rani La Sodonil Zonecho, Dona Chosanyecho Dadahanda, Kecho Hokunduji Shintru, Dona Disona Pageweso, Gine Sapane Hinyo Duda, No Bubanso Shambala Gene, Lama Helangirin Patashi. Ni modele hesendele, ni me kuya handele shi, ni senta hatu dele pel, concho hosungi jingi, concho hosungi nutros, concho hosungi tashisha. So, by the collection of of positive things that we've done here and in our lives, may this world become Shambhala, the treasury of jewels. So may everybody work together collectively to make the world a better place, yeah, and dwell together in peace and harmony. And may we put our Lama's teachings into practice and finally realize the stages of the highest Yoga Tantra. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may we understand and receive the energy and blessings of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May they help us to achieve all personal and realizations for ourselves and others, and sprinkle our lives with many signs of auspiciousness, so always positive, always joyful, always beautiful things happening. Yeah, okay. So thank you all very much for listening. So on Thursday, we'll continue with part 2 of the scanning meditation of the stages of the path. Yeah. And please, who has time, choose one of these subjects and think about it, yeah, at least till Thursday. Okay, choose one of the 21 subjects, okay? Thank you all very much and have a good week and see you soon. Yeah, thank you very much for listening, okay?